Ever feel like 75% of your day just disappears? Code half done, meetings multiplying, builds crawling, and you wonder, where did the time go? That vanishing time? It's waste. And waste is the enemy of Agile. So let's talk about waste. Hey there, my name is Sergio and I'm a tech lead at Sony. I have 13 years doing Agile and shipping stuff in Japan, and a stack of Agile certifications under my belt. In 2003, Mary and Tom Poppendieck wrote a book on lean software. First rule in that book, eliminate waste. In Japanese, we call it Muda. Muda are basically things that eat time and money and give nothing back. So everything that doesn't reach a user, doesn't help a stakeholder, is basically waste. It's Muda. Looks simple, right? Yet, I've seen many teams overlook it every single day. Here are the 7 wastes told the way I explain them to my own teams. Listen for the one that hits home. First waste is partially done work. This is also called work in progress. So this is the code sitting in a branch, features behind a flag, half-built IKEA chair blocking the living room. If it's not in production, it's just clutter. It's just Muda. Second is extra process. So this is like, for example, the endless consensus meetings just to pick up a color button. And believe me, I've seen this. 5 layers of approval for a very little change, for a tiny change, and things like this. So process should speed you up, not slow you down, right? The third waste is extra features. In project management circles, it's also called gold plating. This is a principle that's used a lot in software development. So if you don't need something now, if you think you're gonna need it in the future, no, you're not gonna need it. So, YAGNI. So the fourth waste is task switching. And we all think we can multitask, right? Reality check, you can't. Gerald Weinberg introduced a model to help visualize the performance hit when switching tasks. And the insights are quite interesting. Think about this. On 2 projects, you lose about 20% to context switching. 20%. 3 projects, 40% just gone. If you are assigned to 5 projects, a brutal 75% is gone. You just spent like 5% in each project. This is why I fight to keep my folks focused on one backlog and one only. And even sometimes I kind of like refuse a new member who is assigned to several projects, like including mine, because we cannot really rely on the member. The 5th waste is waiting. This is, for example, a pull request which is stuck because the reviewer is on holiday. This is a build that takes an hour because the machine is ancient. If a ticket is idle, it's waste. Plain and simple. Waste. It's not done, it's waste. The 6th waste is motion. This is basically the concept of being busy but not productive. So this is like, for example, manual deploy steps, scrolling a monster Jira board just to find your ticket, and basically lots of movement and zero value. This is motion. And the 7th and last item is defects, also in software known as bugs. Bugs force rework, break the flow, and trigger more task switching. Every bug is really a tax on future delivery. It really is an anti-value for the user. For my projects, whenever we start a new project, I ask, does this smell like one of the wastes? The team learns to sniff it out fast, and performance jumps. Like, for example, we track story points spent on features, tech debt, and bugs, and the goal is to keep defects under 10% on each release. And we hit it, release after release, every time we do it. So, wrapping it all up, cutting waste really means less clutter, faster flow, and more time for real customer value. At the end of the day, with fewer context switches, people can focus and ship higher quality code and go home happier, actually. So remember, don't waste, be agile. Alright, thanks for listening and see you in the next one. Cheers!